a thing. In the Quran it says Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Okay, we go back to you, Islam, myself. You are a Shia. I ask you a question. Why Ali, he said that if you wear a black shoe, your penis will be weak? Do you believe in that? Your mind. I don't think he would take the mic. It's my mistake. I should not ask him the question right away. The second you ask them the question, they. You see, now I am me, he will get busy again because he don't want to answer the question. You don't hear me too. I'm telling you. They hear only what they like. Are you there, Shia? Hey, Mo, why you run away? Why you run away? And why you are changing the topic? Why you are coming to tell me about the Jews, they curse Mary? So what? What does have to do with our topic? What does have to do with a room called Who is Allah? What is Islam? Yeah, there's people they curse Jesus every day. What does have to do with me? The majority of the Jews, they became Christians. So you forget the tons of millions of the Jews who became a Christian. You remember only 20 million Jews. This is what the problem. You're a prophet. He said that Allah, he promised him he will have sex with Mary. Shame on you. Which one is better? A Jew who is cursing Mary, or somebody saying, I'm going to have sex with your mother, Jesus? Huh? Mo, I don't want to insult you. If I say to you, Allah, he promised me your mother, what you will do? Is that something you like, or you will get angry? Huh? Why a man who is born 600 years after Mary, sex with Mary? Not only Mary, the wife of the Pharaoh. What's wrong with this man? All the women he have is not enough? Even the wife of the Pharaoh? So he will go, I respect your mother, I'm going to sleep with her. What do you say? I respect you, Mao. May Allah give me your mother. يا 17 فصا كن رجل وتعالى إلى الله قطيرا. تعال كن رجلا يا أتباع التوحيد وليس في دونكم توحيد. نحن الموحدون ولست أنتم. الكتاب المقدس يقول ببساطة الرب إلهك وحده تعبد. وحده. You worship your God alone. This is from the first book of Genesis. We are the one who worship your one God. Do you Muslim worship one God? Liars, you don't. The true God of Islam is Muhammad. The second God is the Quran. The third God is Allah. يا من تعبدون محمد وتقبلون الحجارة وتركعون أمام حجارة وتدعون أن الحجر الأسود يمين الله. You kiss a black stone, you go around the stone and you claim that the black stone is the right hand of Allah. Allah's hand is a stone? وأنت صاحب عقيدة شيطانية تعتقدون بقتل الناس فتذهبون إلى الجنة ويجعل ربك ذكرك كالنخل السحوق. أنتم شعب أهبل ومسطول ومحشش. يا أمة الحشاشين. A nation who believe that God will make their penis is endless talking about logic. We don't believe, we don't know, this is stupid. يا غبي. نحن لا نؤمن بالتماثيل. Guys, look at this stupid Muslim. He says to you that there's Christians who have a status, right? يا غبي. هل أمر الله بصناعة التماثيل؟ Sorry guys, I will speak to him in Arabic in a second, just to get him busted. Huh? US, يا كافر. Guys, somebody post for us chapter 34, verse number 13. According to this verse, 34, verse number 13, Allah, he gave Sulaiman the ability to control the genie, and what the genie they do for him, they build for him statues. The Muslims are against statues, but the Quran says that the Prophet of God, Sulaiman, in chapter 34, verse number 13, he built statues. يا غبي في قرآنك يقول أن الله قد أمر سليمان وسليمان أمر الجن بأن يصنعوا له محاريب وتماثيل وجفان كالجواب. غبي كرسولك. Allah, he ordered Sulaiman, and Sulaiman ordered the genie to make for him statues. And yet the Muslims, they say to us, why some Christian they have statues? Me as myself, we don't believe in statues. And any Christian who have a statues of Mary or Jesus, he is doing absolutely wrong. This has nothing to do with Christianity. But this has have to do with Islam. Any Muslim who have the courage? In your book, a prophet of God making statues. في كتابك يا خنزير. يا خنزير البادية. سليمان يصنع تماثيلا. كيف ترد؟ يا شارب بول البعير. You see how stupid they are? They refuse what exists in their book. But in our book, there's nothing in the book. It says you make a statue of Mary. Show me where in the Bible it says you make a statue of Mary. It doesn't exist. This has nothing to do with Christianity. ليس هناك في الإنجيل من يقول أو يعلم بأن علينا كمسيحيين أن نصنع تماثيل. هذا كلام فارغ ليس له علاقة بديننا من قريب أو بعيد. أما في دينك فهذا هو قرآنك ورسولك قبل الحجر. Why your prophet is a black stone? Do you remember, guys, when I asked the Muslim in the website, why your prophet is a stone? He said, because it's holy. I said, why it's holy? He said, because he kissed it. Stupid religion. We are not here to attack the Catholic. No, they don't worship idols. This is a lie. The Catholic don't worship idols. Don't say that. I will send you to Allah. Don't lie about others. The Catholic, they try to present themselves to God by having statues and icons. However, this is wrong. Because they love Mary, because they love Jesus. But this is wrong. But nobody says, and no Catholic says, we worship those idols. So don't lie about them. Be Christian. If the Catholic, they worship idols, I will be the first one to say Catholic are not Christians. They don't. So don't make a lie. But is it wrong to have statues and icons? Absolutely. But if everyone who do wrong is no Christian, all of us, we are no Christian, all of us, we do sin. At least they are doing their sin because they love God, not because they are bad people. Do you know what I mean? A Christian, he should not kill. A Christian should not commit adultery. A Christian should not lie. A Christian should not. But people do those things. Always be truthful. Don't be driven by lies. Like some, they say to you, the Catholic is the one who made Islam. This is absolute lie. I saw a video made by someone, he's from the a cult church. It's called the Seventh Adventist. Don't make people, you know, be truthful always. It doesn't matter what people say. I am not a Catholic. I don't agree with them, but I don't accept lies. You are the kafir, US. You are the one. أنتم عباد الحجارة يا من تقبلون الحجارة. أتحداك أن تشرحين بماذا قبل محمد الحجر الأسود يا عابد الأصنام. Black stone kisser. And the black stone is what? Is the vagina. And the Arab before Islam, they used, the women, they used to go during their period time. They touch their vagina with their hands, and then they place their hands with the blood and the black stone, and they pray on the front of it. شخاخ زي رسولك الذي كان يبول وهو جالس. حط eyeliner حط. A prophet who put eyeliner, who pissed like a woman, who said, I never receive Quran unless I wear the clothes of Aisha, who color his hair blonde, who kiss men between their legs, who suck the tongues of boys, who lick the blood of the faces, and then the Muslim, they say to us, this is a prophet of God. What is left? When his cousin and his son-in-law, they came to visit him, do you know what he said? Regarding my cousin, he refused to see them. He raped me. He what? He raped him. قد هتك عرضي فأما ابن عمي فقد هتك عرضي. He was raped. He was accused of stealing underwear. He's a child molester, marrying a 6-year-old child. He's a thief, killer, liar, hypocrite. What is left? Gay. Name one thing left about this man. BBN, you're mine.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 1 2 3. Hello, 1 2 3. Yeah, okay, guys. I was trying to say is that I have my own Catholic friends. They do pray to Mary and do pray to Jesus. Actually, I want to tell you guys that it is completely wrong. We should only worship Jesus as our Lord, God, and Savior. But these guys don't know this. They actually follow the tradition rather than following Jesus Christ. And few more things I have to say about my Muslim brothers and sisters, that the Jesus you are trying to follow is completely wrong. as far as I know, and according to the history, we all know that Jesus did die on the cross, and there was lots of witness for his resurrection. So even without Bible, if we only use history, even then we can completely prove that Islam is lie. Even with history, we can prove that Jesus did die and rose from the dead. We have witness for it. But with Islam, we don't have history. We only have proof from their Prophet Muhammad. So I can tell that Islam is a complete lie. The mic is yours. Thank you.
All right. All right. I'm not sure what Bibi was saying exactly. Do you guys understand what he was saying? The what? يا مسلم يا واطي زي رسولك كلب بن كلب أتيت بالشتيمة لرسولك يا كلب. محمد ابن كلاب. فلا غريب عليكم يا أتباع محمد. When the Catholic they pray or Hail Mary, this is in the Bible. This is not a new prayer. What the angel he says to Mary when he came to her? Anyone knows? This is not a prayer made by the Catholic. This is in the Bible. They are repeating what the angel says to Mary. Come on. Okay. Now you don't have to agree with them, right? Why I need to pray to Mary anyway? I mean, I pray to God, my Lord. Mary is a wonderful woman. We love her. But you know, like, let us say it this way: you guys pray for me. Is that wrong? If I say to you, pray for me, is that wrong? No. We're not praying to Elijah. If we ask Elijah to pray for me, this is what they are asking. I ask you to pray for me. They say, Mary, pray for us. That's simple. They are not praying, not praying to Mary. They are asking Mary to pray for them. So don't make things upside down. Am I heard, guys? Yeah. Anyway, I don't agree with it. But we don't want to fabricate things about someone because we don't like what they do. This is usually what people do. They don't like the Catholic, they start fabricating. They worship Mary and they etc. This is a lie. Not a single Catholic worship Mary. It's an absolute lie. All right? No, you know, you see, many of you do not know much about the Catholic and the Orthodox. Both they believe that Mary is alive. The Lord, he took her up to heaven. All right? That's what they believe. Now, when the Messiah he was resurrected from the ground, from the grave, sorry, from the tomb. Does it say that all the soul of the saint came up with him? So there's the saints, they come with him up. He's resurrected the saints with him. So it's not strange if this is true or not. However, if I say to someone, to the Christians, pray for me, this is not wrong. There's a huge difference between asking someone as if he's God and asking him to pray for you, which means pray. Why they say Mary is, her prayer is accepted? Because simply she is the mother of the Lord. What is the first miracle Jesus he did? Anyone remember? What is the first miracle Jesus he did? The wine. That was a request of who? Mary. This is why they say, well, Mary, even if it's not his time, remember he said it's not my time yet. Remember? So it's not his time. It's not like this is not what he do. Like, I mean, this is not, I'm not the Messiah. You're asking me for this. Even though it's not his time, but he did what she asked for. So this is what they they believe, that because she asked for something, not yet it's time for it, but yet he did it for her. So they say, let us ask Mary to pray for us. So let us understand what the Catholic and the Orthodox believe in based on love, not based on lies. The Catholic are Christians like us. The Orthodox, they are Christians like us. The Protestant, they are Christians. I don't agree with things they do, the Catholic or even the Orthodox, like icons and pictures and etc. But that will not make them Christians. As simple as that. I have a question. Is calling priest in our church as a father? No, it's not the same. Why? You see, you need to understand the tradition of the Middle East too. At the end of the day, the Israeli, the Jews, they are Middle Eastern. And what Middle Eastern tradition is? Anyone who's older than you is like your father. Anyone you want to show respect to him is like a father. All right? If I see a woman today, I told you when I opened the room. Anyone remember today what I said when I opened the room? Anyone remember? I told you I helped a Muslim. She was a Muslim woman. She's an old woman. Anyone remember? She was going from the grocery store. I called her mom. Honest to God. I called her mom. Even though she's a Muslim, but she's an old woman. Does that mean she's my mom? I helped her. I carried the stuff with her all the way. I put them in the truck, and then in her car, and she can drive, but she's old. She can't carry the stuff she's holding. So she asked me. She said to me, "So where are you from?" She thought I am a Muslim because I speak Arabic. I call her mom in Arabic. So I said, "Well, I'm from the Middle East." She said, "May Allah, whatever, etc. You are helping me. It's Ramadan. May Allah bless you." I said, "I'm not a Muslim. I'm Christian, and we don't help people on Ramadan only. We help the people all year long." So it was like she was surprised. So you need to understand the culture and what people, how they speak, and then you understand what they are talking about. In the Middle East, when I see my mother and my father, I kiss their hands. I kiss their hands. Does that mean I'm worshiping them? You know what I'm talking about? Does that mean I'm worshiping them? No. I'm thankful for them for what they provide to me. Show respect, appreciation. All right? So, I am me. You Muslims, you copy You are a copy of the Arab. You have nothing. You have nothing of yourself. Everything you Muslims have is a copy of somebody, and most of what you have is a copy from others. Now, I am me. Put your hand up. Look like you are trying to avoid my questions. Okay, I will not ask you questions. Prove to us anything you want, from in any way you want, about your religion. As an example, we are in the month of Ramadan. I am me. The Quran says that in Ramadan there's a night. It's called the night of power. Laylatul Qadr. It is better than 1,000 months. Can you explain to us how this happened? Let us hear Cole, and I will give you the mic right after that. Go ahead, Cole. Your mic.
Okay, everybody. I had to step away for a bit. Made it back. While I was gone, did anybody tell us who was Allah? While I was gone, did I miss it? What about what is Islam? Anybody tell us that while I was gone? Not that either. What about who was in the fire? Anybody told us that? Ali and his family made a light. They didn't answer that either. Okay, so I didn't miss much then. CP, actually I have a question here I've been holding on to for a couple of days. I was looking at one of your old videos. I think it was September 2015, but you got a lot of videos, so I may be off on the date. In any event, it was about Quran 355. There was a Muslim preaching. I guess he was an imam or sheikh. I don't exactly know the difference. Some Muslim cleric. Here, let me post the verse. Here, it's 355. Yeah. Said, I will take thee and raise thee up. What the cleric was saying, and one of the points you made in the video, was that the actual verse in the Arabic, when the first clause was said, behold, Allah said, "Oh Jesus, I will take thee and raise thee to myself and clear thee of falsehoods." Apparently in the Arabic, as the guy was saying, the verb is die and then raise in the Arabic. As I understand it, well, I don't know how to copy it from this website here. I think it's this one. Hope this works. Can I paste that? Nah, that's not it. Yeah, we'll figure. Yeah, apparently that verb means to die and to raise, but in all the translations they cover that up. They just said, "I will take you," you know, and that's really a big deal, if theologically speaking. Yeah, because I even looked here on Quran.com. When I try to highlight that word, it just said, "We'll take you." Taking, in the case of Jesus, taking him to heaven is fundamentally different than having him die and then be taken. If he was just taken and he's still alive, he never died, and then that leaves room for the common Islamic explanation of once he comes back, he'll dive in, which really doesn't make any sense. If the verse actually says, if it actually should teach, I should say, that he died and then was taken and he's going to come back, then that confirms what we know in the Bible. And then it's a deliberate obfuscation of the meaning with the express purpose of misleading. That was what I wanted to bring up, because again, if Jesus died and then he's going to come back and do all that other stuff, that's something fundamentally different. And I wanted to be clear on that before I repeated it. The mic is free.
Okay, I guess the question principles answer the black shoe issue first, or would you like me to talk about my understanding of why the Laylatul Qadr is equal to 1,000 nights or 83 years? I can start with the black shoes. Again, this is my understanding. My understanding is the reason why we do not wear black shoes this year usually is out of respect for the Prophet. We used to always wear a black turban. And the Sayyids also, if you look at the Sayyids, they wear a black turban as a sign of being in the lineage of the Prophet. So we avoid wearing something black because shoes get in dirt and filth. That is my understanding. There's a reason in Islam. Sometimes there is Christ to salvation. You may not always know all the reasons. As the Qadr is concerned, and I've heard different interpretations of it. I really do not have specific knowledge myself. One of the interpretations I heard was in one night the Quran was given, and Allah gave 1,000 months to the arch enemy of the Prophet and his family to rule at a very formative stage of Islam, and they will not be able to destroy Quran or to destroy Islam. So the Bani Umayyah, the children of Umayyah, Abu Sufyan's clan was given 1,000 months, and which is about 83 years of rule immediately after the Prophet. They were given the time. Abu Sufyan was the arch enemy of the Prophet, PX2, and his son, Muawiyah bin Abu Sufyan, became a ruler, and Allah gave him power himself for 40 years almost. He ruled for 40 years. But the actual rule for the Umayyads began after Muawiyah, and they ruled for 83 years in addition to his 40 years, because the initial 40 years started in the time of Umar bin Khattab to Umar bin Khattab's 10 year. I think Umar appointed Muawiyah in the second year, the third year of his regime. This is about the 5th year after the Prophet. So about 100 years were given to the enemy of the Prophet, the highest power in Islam, and his father had fought against the Prophet and was defeated, and he felt that if he had the power, then he would defeat Islam. So there is a connection between the 1,000 months and the one night in which the Quran came. Again, this is my understanding, my explanation. Bibin, the mic is yours. Thank you so much for giving me the time.
Yes, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. All right, guys. Bibi, don't talk to my please until I tell you. I have difficulty to take the mic because I got a new computer and I don't have a pad yet for the old one I used to do instruction table. The mouse is not working. Listen, IME. Anyone understand what he said? Anyone understand what IME he said? We don't wear shoes because this is what? Black shoes? Because what? IME. You don't wear black shoes because of what? Showing respect to the Prophet? The turban of the Prophet was black? I mean, this is funny. Well, the underwear of the Prophet was white. And a prophet, he used to wear red shirt. So he should not wear anything he wear. And if the turban of the prophet was black, why you Shia, don't dress like him? I mean, that's weird. Not on the feet. And what is the relationship between what the turban is a turban, a shoe is a shoe. I mean, where do you want to put a shoe? In your head? Do you wear black trouser? I am me myself. Do you wear a black trouser? Okay, is there a trouser that's going to touch your balls and your ass? Here we go, Muhammad, he put the black on his head. I mean, this is the most funny, stupid answer ever I heard. However, the hadith is totally different. Let me show you some of the hadith coming from Ali. Let me show you. Obviously, you're trying to come with something that doesn't exist. Ali, he said, not me, remember. All right? If one of you had sex with his wife and she is pregnant with the 4th month, he should make her face the Kaaba when he's having sex, and he should read the chapter of the chair, and he should spank her in her ass. And then he says, may Allah give me a boy and call him Muhammad. And this is the hadith. Here we go. I'm not making things up. I'm giving the reference. What please? I'm not the one saying that. And this is your Shia book, okay? The book name Makarim al-Akhlaq, and it's about the hadith or the hadith of Ali. It's the same as the Muslim Bukhari. So what do you say? Do you want me to give you more? I can give you more. This is nothing actually. We did not even start. Look what he says too. A man, he came to the Prophet. He said to him, I have my wives, they gave to me birth of 8 girls, one after one, and I want to have a son, a boy. Asking who? Asking Ali. So Ali, he answered, he said, if you want to have a boy, when you do have sex with your wife and you start having that, you put your right hand on the side, in the right side of her belly button, and then you read, and we send down in the night of the power 7 times. And then when you do F your wife, you will have a baby boy from her. And then after the man, he did that, it says, the hadith says, the man, after he start doing that, he have 7 boys after that, one after one. So remember, I am me myself, what do you need to do? When you have sex with your wife, obviously you hold her from behind. I'm not speaking bad language now, but describing the hadith. And then you put your hand, right hand, in front of her, and you touch her belly button. And then you start saying 7 times, oh Allah, you send it down in the night of the power. 7 times. And then the guy, he gets 7 boys after that. I mean, this is a miracle. Ali, he can make miracles. So when the Shia, they make fun of the Sunni, they say the Sunnis, they have stupid things, crazy things. You Shia have more stupid. Let me show you more. Ali, he said, don't talk when you have sex, because if you do, your son will be mute. Wisdom. Let's continue. Everything I'm showing you, I'm going to give you a reference for it. Not even single thing without reference. When you have sex, Ali, he said, when you have sex with your wife, don't look at her vagina. For if you do so, the son will be blind. Okay, no comment. And then he said, when you do have sex with your wife, don't have sex with your wife thinking of a different woman. Because if you do that, your son will be a gay and a stupid. Now we know how the gays happen to be. The gay, because a man was having sex with his wife, but he's thinking of different women. So the son is a boy, but he's a gay. Here we go. And this is the hadith. This is what Ali is saying. Are you making fun of Ali? I am me? Are you making fun of Ali? If you have sex with the women and you are thinking about you are having sex with your wife, but in your mind there's different women you are thinking of. If you do that, your son will be a boy, but he's a gay, and he is going to be stupid, not only a gay. Guys, is my voice clear? Is my voice clear? I don't know why he's saying that. By the way, I am me. I am blind, but I did not look at any woman vagina. I mean, maybe my dad, when he had sex with my mother, he did look. I mean, I don't know how to prevent him from doing that. So, you know, like I remember this guy, he come and he say that the Sunni, they have a funny, stupid stories in their hadith, but you Shia have a lot of more stupid stories too. Look what Ali said. لا تجامع امرأتك, don't have sex with your wife unless you have a towel in your hand and a towel in the hand of your wife. So when you finish, each one of you wipe himself with it. For if you use one for both of you, you get divorced. I mean, this is wisdom. Why people get divorced? Because after they have sex, they use one towel. Are you there, I am me? I mean, I don't know if you get divorced ever before, but obviously this is the problem. All right. Why you should not have sex with your wife when you are standing up, I am me? Do you know? Come on, you are a Shia, I'm sure you know. You heard of that? Okay. Why you should not have sex with your wife standing up? Do you know? I am me? What is the reason? What will happen if you have sex with your wife standing up? Because the penis will come out in the wrong time. What wrong time? Look what your prophet he said, or your Ali. Don't have sex with your wife when you are standing, for this is the act of donkeys. And if you do that, your son will be a guy who piss a lot like donkeys. And his piss will be all over. I'm not the one saying that. This is Ali. All right? Ali, he said, don't have sex with your wife in the night of Al-Adha, the Eid of Adha, you know, the holiday of Al-Adha, the day of sacrifice. For if you do that, your son will have either 6 fingers or 4 fingers. How many fingers you have, Yami? Six. I have 7. All right. Should I show you more? I mean, are you poor or rich? I am me. Are you poor or rich? I am poor. Are you rich? Okay, let me tell you what happened. According to Ali, the one who is poor, his father and his mother, they have 6 under the tree. Sorry, they have 6 under the sun. Look like my father, he have sex with my mom in the beach. I mean, come on, can't you wait until they go home? I'm really upset. Now I know why I'm poor. So what do you say I am me? Your comment.
Bibin, did you want to take the mic? Brother, your hand was up before me. Can you give me what you can hear me? See, Christian friends, many of these things are based on having good sex. And you shouldn't have sex under the sun. In other words, people will see you, So there are all these things that teach you to do these things, and there are some excuses or whatever stories connected with them. We don't know for sure if these are from Ali or not. These are just things that people sometimes have written based on their knowledge, and they would associate that with Ali or someone else or different things. Lots of stories like that. The key to Islam is not these stories. The key to Islam is the belief in one God, Christian friends. So you want to divert off into this and that detail and stuff. But the reality is, one God is the key. Because
All right, hold on. So what we will do now with those hadith, we dump them in the garbage. You see, that's your books. So now the key of Islam is believing in one God. So what? The Egyptian before you believe in one God. The Jews before you believe in one God. The Christian believe in one God. That there's many religions, including cults, they believe in one God. People, is that true? There is a church, it's called the Church of Satan in San Francisco. Is that true? There's a church, it's called the Church of Satan. They worship one God, his name is Satan. So what? The key is worshiping one God. What a big deal. So, who is your God? Your mind. Who is your God? I challenge you to give me a definition for your God. You don't know. Your mind.
do you see Bibin 007's hand up, or is it just me? Because I'm jumping him, it seems like. Or I can go out of the room and come back. To me, the creator, one who made, yes, I am, well, rich and poor is relative, partisan. Rich and poor is relative. If you're in the construction business for any given time, usually you are rich. To me, the God, the creator is creator of everything, is my God. Okay? Mike is free.
Really? All right. How Allah is the creator? If Allah, he says he is the best of the creator. This can be true if the Quran confirmed that there is only one person who is the creator. Not only this, the Quran admit in chapter 37 verse number 125 that Allah and Baal are creators, but Allah is better creator. Who is better than Baal? Allah. But Baal is a creator, and Allah is a creator, but Baal is better. How that can be? No, not true. My grandfather is not a creator, my friend. This is a lie. That's a lie. A creator is someone can give life, and the life is not coming from you. God who created you, he gave you ability, male and female, you can reproduce, but this is not you giving life. Still, God is the one who gives life. However, the Quran says Allah is the best of the creators. So take the mic and tell me who are the creators. And if you want to say to me that your grandfather gave you life, are you saying that Allah comparing himself to a human being he created himself? We know what a creator means. Creator means somebody can create from the dust a human being. Creator. What is the definition of a creator in the Quran, IME? What is the definition of a creator according to Islam? Your mind. خالقين. أحسن الخالقين. Allah is the best of the creators. خالقين. So what is the definition of a creator according to Islam? Who is the creator in Islam? Your mind. Someone he make a bicycle? Someone he have sex with his wife? Is that the creator? Or someone else who create a living creature by his own? Your mind.
Well, the Khaliq, Al-Khaliq, is the ultimate creator. If not, there are many Khaliq, many people create many things, but none of them can create anything without Al-Khaliq allowing them to create. So many people can create many things. You can create a painting, right? I am the Khaliq of that. But in the end, the ultimate Khaliq is the creator, the creator. Then you've got other creators, but he has allowed people to have the power to create, is what my understanding is. Mike is free for. Let me go out of the room for just a minute and I'll come back right in. Because I keep seeing Bibin's hand up. Hold on.
Don't worry about him. Bibin, put your hand down for now. IME, listen. This is false because the Quran in chapter 22, verse number 73, say clearly who is the creator, the one who can create a fly and above. If you can create a fly, you are deserved to be worshipped. The Quran is saying that. Are you going to worship people who create not? So what is the condition is? If they can create, you worship them. You said to me that the grandfather is a creator. That means it's okay to worship your grandfather if this is true. But this is not what it says. It says, it is, are you going to worship the one who create not? They can't even create a fly. So if you can create a fly, you are a creator. As simple as that. So the definition of a creator is somebody who can create a life and give a life. He can create a creature, whoever that creature is. Your mind.
So, brother, the Khaliq, Al-Khaliq, is the creator of every creator also. And what we worship is the creator of everything, without whom nothing would exist. He has allowed creatures to make other creatures. He has allowed seeds to make plants. But the ultimate Al-Khaliq, the creator, is the ultimate creator who has allowed all these things to exist. And this is what my understanding is. May Allah expand my knowledge and may Allah.
Hold on. When Allah, he says he is the best of the creator, he is comparing himself to someone. He himself, he created, and he considers himself a creator like the same as they are, but he is the best. Are you saying that? You mind?
Sorry. Well, yeah, he's the best of creators. He's the ultimate creator. He is created all the creators. And he
Guys, he created all the creators and he is the best creator. What a joke. How you can say he is the creator of all the creators? You see, you speak English, right? And the same is in Arabic. We don't compare a person with other person unless they are from the same kind. This camel is more beautiful than this girl. In order to compare a camel, we have to compare him with a camel. تفضيل الجنس من نوعه ومن صنفه. So we say this is the same kind but higher quality. Cat is better than a cat, dog is better than a dog. But when Allah he say he is the best of the creators, this means they are creators. And the Quran gives definition, the one who can create a life of a fly or above. Not someone he gave birth, because this is not a creation of you. This is a creation of Allah supposedly. Isn't it Allah who says, when we made the water, the sperm, we make it a clot? It's Allah who made it, not you. So stop fooling yourself and changing your religion. Who is the one who made the clot? Allah. Who is the one who made the sperm? Allah. Even your sperm is not yours. So you are the creator, and everything you said, it's a lie. So we go back to zero. How Allah, he says, خلق الإنسان من نطفة, chapter 16, verse number 4. He is the one who created the human being from a sperm. Who is the one with that? Allah. So your creation does not exist. You are no creator. Chapter 18, verse number 37. He is the one who created you from dust and then from a sperm, and he made you a man. Who is that? Allah. So you are fabricating a new religion as it exists in Islam. A Muslim, because he is so confused about those verses, how Allah he says he is the best of the creators, so he have to come to you with all kind of funny definition. Oh, you know what? The one who created the computer, the one who created the spaceship. This is false. Creator is somebody give a life, and the Quran confirm that the creation of the man is the creation of Allah alone. Yeah, the Quran say clearly that Baal, Allah, he compared himself to Baal. Allah, he compared himself to Baal. So Allah, he says that he is the best of the creators. He says, are you going to worship Baal in chapter 37, verse number 125, and you leave the best of the creators? So here we have who? We have two gods, and we have to compare between them. What is the compare between them? Is about who is the best creator, which means Allah admitted, if this is Allah talking, that Baal is a creator, but Allah is better. The verse in front of you. As long as Allah comparing himself to Baal, how he compare himself? What he compare himself to? To Baal. In what? He says he's the best of the creator. He didn't say Baal did not create. He says he is the best of the creators. Comparing himself to Baal, that's mean Baal is a creator. Are you guys following with me? Is the idea clear? If I am saying I am the best of the student, that's mean it's mean I'm a student too. And he's a student, but I'm best. Right? If I say I am the best of the driver, it's mean I am a driver, he's a driver. I am the best of the creators, mean I am a creator, and there is other creators, and who is in this case? It's Baal. And all of us, we know who's Baal. Who is Baal, guys? Anyone knows who's Baal? Who is Baal? The moon god, the god of fertility, is the creator. The Arab, they believe that he is the one who gives them babies. This is why women, they used to go and touch the black stone with their hands full of blood from their vagina when they have period, praying to the black stone, kissing the black stone, that the black stone will give them babies. So Allah, he compared himself to Baal, specifically Baal, to prove that Muhammad, he is an ignorant. Why? Because Baal is just another name of Allah. La is the moon god, Baal is the moon god, Yasin is the moon god. me chapter 36, verse number 1. Yeah, sin is the moon god. Go and search it in Google. So Muhammad, you do not know that those are 3 names for one god. Depend in the location. All the way with the Roman Empire, they used the word sin. All the way in the Babylon, they used the word Baal, and Syria. All the way in Arabia, they used the word lah. Don't change the topic. Arab Christian under occupation for 1400 years. They've been forced to use it. Imagine if you go right now and live under ISIS and you are a Shia. They will make you say whatever they want you to say. Be honest. The Arab Christian, they are living under ISIS for 1400 years. Now don't change the topic. Why Allah who compare himself to Baal and he is saying he is the best of the creators? Now we go back to the question. In the beginning we asked you about the night of Al-Qadr. You said it's better than 1,000 months. Which night is the night of Al-Qadr? I am me myself. Which night is that night? Do you know? Do you have a proof? Do you have a proof? I have many proof. It's the opposite. And let me show you how stupid to say it is in the 27. Because your prophet himself you do not know. Let me show you. I know you will say to me, it's based on Abjad. What Abjad? Come on. First of all, guys, let me show you how stupid Islam is. You see, the Christians, they celebrate Christmas, and all of us, we know that the birth of Jesus is not in December 25th. That is not the birth of Jesus. As simple as that. It is just a symbolic. People who used to be pagan, worshiping the sun god, the sun as God, they became Christians. So the day they used to designate to the pagan god, they give it to Jesus. As simple as that. When the Muslim, they say that there is a date. It is the date where the night of Muhammad received the Quran is, and this is the Quran saying that it is a certain date and it is equal to 1,000 months. People, let me explain to you how stupid that is. How many of you celebrate his birthday? Any? Who here celebrate his birthday? All right. Do you think you can celebrate your birthday in a true date ever? Is that really a true birthday? It's fake. Even the date is wrong. Even the timing is wrong. Let us say you are born in January 1st. Next year, January 1st will not be the same as January 1st last year. It's not. Every 4 years, we have to add 1 day. So we have February 29. Why? Because simply the date is not correct. This is number one. Number two, all of us, we know that Ramadan is a moving month. Sometimes it's in July, sometimes it's in December, sometimes it's in August, sometimes it is in September, sometimes every year it's moving. So how you say that the Quran came in the 27th of Ramadan? Which Ramadan? Ramadan is not even a fixed month. Hey guys, how you say the 27th of Ramadan, but Ramadan can come in July, and then Ramadan can come in August, and then Ramadan can come in December. So what's 27? 27 what? It's a madness, a stupidity. What numbers are the language of Almighty? What are you talking about? Your God never mentioned the number anyway. Now, let us talk about numbers. Your God, he says that this night is better than 1,000 nights. How that can be? One night is better than 63 years of a prayer. 63 years. So I pray only, sorry, 83 years, 83 years. 83 years just for praying one night? And no Muslim is sure which night is. I am me myself. Is that true that your prophet, he forget which night it was? Because his wife, she woke him up? No? Are you sure? All right. Hold on. Aisha, she woke up your prophet and he forgot the night of Al-Qadr. All right. This is a Shia website. I am me. Look what the Shia are saying. You said it's 27, right? Okay. Open the website with me. Your prophet, he said, seek the night of Al-Qadr in the last 10 days of Ramadan. Remember, this is Shia. In the last 10 days of Ramadan. Why in the last 10 of Ramadan? Because Muhammad don't remember when. And why he don't remember when? Because his wife, she woke him up, so he forgot. And look what the Shia, they say. They have other explanation. They say that Fatima is the night of the power. Like, what the heck? Fatima is the night? So Fatima is the last 10 days of Ramadan. How Fatima can be the last days of 10 days of Ramadan? Fatima is the night of Al-Qadr, and whoever know Fatima, he knew what Al-Qadr is about. Madness. 27, I just showed you that there's no such a thing. Okay, show me the hadith of the Shia about the 27, please. Show me the hadith. You're copying the Sunni. The hadith. No, you know the hadith, you just mentioned it. You said the 27. You just mentioned it. What do you mean you know the hadith? Where do you get the number 27 from? This is a Sunni. This is a Sunni hadith. Guys, look what this what this hadith is saying. Sunni, but you don't know. One of the hadith says that Muhammad, he wanted out to tell his followers when the night of Al-Qadr is. And look what happened, guys. Two men, they fought together, so Muhammad forgot. Like, what the heck? Two men, they fought together, so Muhammad forget when the night of Al-Qadr. Have you ever heard of a prophet like this? One night is equal to 83 years, but yet because two men, they fought, the guy, he went out to tell us when the prophet is coming to tell us, but he saw two men fighting, so he forgot when the night of Al-Qadr is. That's fine. This is nothing. In different hadith, and look what it says. Look at it. It says, so seek the night of Al-Qadr in the 9th and the 7th or the 5th What does that mean? What's 7 and 9? The 7th and the 9th? You see, between two brackets, they say to you, of the last 10th nights of Ramadan. But it doesn't say that in the hadith. It says in the 5th, in the 9th, and in the 10th, in the 7th. That's it. The Muslim, they are between two brackets and the end of Ramadan. All right, let us continue. Guys, look at this hadith. Just to show you how funny. Muhammad, he recited the Quran word by word. Muhammad, he never forgot anything. And look what happened. No, the text is not coming. Hold on. The Prophet of Allah, may Allah bless him and grant him peace. Doesn't say that actually. It says, may Allah pray on him and salute him. Come forward swiftly, while we were sitting. He approached in such a manner that we were alarmed by the speed. Muhammad is coming like so fast. Muhammad is coming. People, they are alarmed. The Prophet is coming so fast. Something wrong. Let us see what's happening. With which he came toward us. When he reached us, he greeted us and said, I came swiftly to you to tell you about the night of power. I forgot it in the time it took me to get to you. So look for it in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. What the heck? What? The guy, he forgot by the distance. He was just walking to them, coming to them. He know it. He just arrived there and suddenly he forgot it? What preserved now? What are you talking about? What preserved? How can your prophet remember the Quran if he cannot remember even the date? He just forgot the date. How such a thing can happen? You might.
Well, actually, my question was going away a bit from your topic. Musa alayhi salam, Moses, has the entire Torah in the mother tongue of the language of Musa. Quran is preserved in Arabic. Excuse me. However, the words of Jesus that exist today, that are preserved in his mother tongue, or Ilahi lama sabaqtani. Why? Can you answer, brother?
I mean, can you find me a smart Abdul? Look what we're talking about. Look what he jumped where. You want to get away from it. Jesus was quoting the Old Testament. There's a prophecy about the Messiah. When he come, he will say that they will divide his clothes. A bone of him will not be broken. So all of this was a prophecy about Jesus. So Jesus is reminding us of the prophecy of him. That's why he said it's completed. He was quoting the Old Testament. Now we go back to zero, Abdul. Why you're a prophet, he forgot? Just because you walk by, the guy is coming, he is in a rush. I know it, the date of the Al-Qadr, so excited, and he's running, he's happy, he's coming, and the Muslims, they are alarmed, like the Prophet is running, the Prophet is almost there, the Prophet is coming, the Prophet is coming, the Prophet is here. Muhammad, he came to them. Okay, I came to tell you when the night of Al-Qadr, shit, I forgot it. What the heck? I forgot when. Hold on. It is Thursday? No. It's 7/11? No, 7/11. That's Obama. No, what Obama? Okay, well, you know what? Look for it in the last 10 days of Ramadan. What the heck? Allah told him the night of Al-Qadr when it's going to be. And when we received the Quran in that night. How we can forget that? Hold on. I am me. Let me ask you. Did you say Allah, He preserved the word of Moses? He preserved it where? He preserved it where? In the tablet, right? Why did Almighty preserve only? Who will preserve? What is that? Where is that preserved? Is that in your Quran? We can find this verse there in your Quran? Because you are saying this is preserved. Is that in the Quran? You see, I just answered you. Don't be stupid with me. Do you know what the verse is saying there? I changed to come and read it. All of it is about chapter about the Messiah, the coming Messiah, and what will happen to him. It's a prophecy about the Messiah. And if you read it, you will be amazed. It's exactly the same story as what happened to Jesus. So stop being stupid. And let me ask you a question here. As long as the night of Al-Qadr is equal to 83 years, did the Quran came in one night? Did the Quran came down in one night? Or through 23 years? You know, Mike? No, Jesus is not begging for a save. No, he's not. Jesus, he said, let your will be done. Let your will be done. And he said, nobody can take myself from myself, but I lay down myself by myself. Don't lie, don't fabricate things, and don't change the topic. You see, this is what the Muslims do. They try to divert, exposing the religion, and they start talking about something else. The entire Quran came in one night. Guys, did you see that? The entire Quran came down in one night. So Muhammad, he have a verse about any Muslim woman, she can give herself to himself before he mentioned it. Long before he mentioned it, 20 years before he mentioned it, you might.
You want me to jump? Christ's salvation has his hand up. Well, in my understanding, Quran came in one night, actually, way before, even before the Prophet was born. He knew what the Quran was. He was ordered by Gabriel or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through Gabriel to give which verses where. And he always told them where to be first. And this is how it was written. So, but my question was more basic question to us. You know, you're going into the fine detail. I'm asking you broad questions. The entire words that Moses uttered, Musa uttered, are there in the Torah, 5 books. No discussion, no, all the Jews believe in it. They know the Torah by heart, many of them. Many of them know the whole Torah in Hebrew as uttered by Moses. The same thing for Quran. The entire Quran, the Shia Sunni, they all have the same Quran pretty much. The Christians don't have any, unified version of what Christ said, except one sentence of Christ that he uttered, which is on Ila ila illa ma sabaqtani. Why have you forsaken me, my Lord? Why is the Savior saying that I have been forsaken? I don't have a Savior. I need to be saved. Isn't that a coincidence, Christopher? It's a point to ponder for you to think about. That the only thing.
You see, the Muslims, this is what they do. From all the story of Jesus, they take only one sentence. How come you did not say it's complete? How come you did not quote that? How come you did not quote Jesus saying to the guy next to him, today I say to you, you will be with me in heaven? How come you not quote? You quote only this one. This is the only one is important for you, right? Because all the verses together, they make a lot of sense, not one sentence again alone. Jesus promising a person to be with him in heaven for what? Who's in which authority? When Jesus is quoting that verse, he is quoting the prophecy. It's not about the Father forsaking him. The prophet who wrote this prophecy is speaking about what in the world happened that the Messiah is being forsaken. What in the world happened that the Messiah is being crucified? How you Jews do that? So the Messiah is quoting what the prophet he quote about him, prophesying about him. Otherwise the Messiah is not forsaken. And to prove the Messiah, he resurrected himself in the third day. He's alive, my friend. He is not dead. Jesus will be forsaken if Jesus was dead and never lived. That's it. That's forsaken. Who said one sentence of Jesus was uttered and preserved? What do you mean? What do you mean? Anyone understand, guys, what he's saying? We keep repeating the same thing. He is quoting from the Old Testament because this is a prophecy about him. Repeat again the same question. Why the rest of the sentence are in Greek? What do you mean in Greek? Are you stupid or what? Are you stupid or what? Jesus spoke in Greek? Well, Jesus speaks languages. So what if he spoke in Greek? But this is not a Greek, my friend. Why why only one sentence of the man in his mother tongue? Who told you he spoke in a Greek? Who told you he spoke in a Greek? Abdul. The Old Testament is not written in Greek. The Old Testament is written in Aramaic and in Hebrew. There's no Greek there. What original NT in Greek? This is not true. The original is written in many languages. It's not only in one language. Who is the idiot who told you that? It's written in Greek, written in Aramaic, written in Hebrew, and written even in Coptic, and written in Ethiopian, in many languages. But in all languages. And the statement you are quoting is in Hebrew, which is born from the Aramaic. There's nothing called original New Testament is in Greek. That's not true. All of them, they are original. All the books are original and written in many languages. You are talking about manuscript. Manuscript we have. The manuscript is written in many languages, but the majority we have of it, we have in Hebrew, we have in Greek, and we have in Aramaic. Now, Abdul, you are just trying to divert our topic from the conversation. When you say that Allah, he gave Jibreel the whole Quran, and he gave it, and he told him to give Muhammad the Quran like verse by verse. That's wonderful. In chapter 2, verse 106, it says, any verses we abrogate or we cause to be forgotten. Allah, he caused to be forgotten to who? To Jibreel or to Muhammad? Allah causing the Quran to be forgotten. Who is the one who forgot the Quran? Jibreel or Muhammad or the Muslims? Yeah, you want to repeat the same sentence forever. Hypocrites. And you know what? If you want to talk about the crucifixion of Jesus, let us talk about it. As long as you are so much worried about what Jesus said on the cross, what about you tell me what the Quran says about Jesus, what he said on the cross? Or what happened to Jesus on the cross? According to your Quran, your God Allah is a perverted God who cheated and lied, and he preserved the true Jesus and he put someone look like him. That is a cheater. That is a cheater. Your God, he put someone look like Jesus in the cross. To fool who? To fool us. There's more than 3 billion Christians today. They believe Jesus was crucified. But according to the Quran, Jesus was not. Allah did lie to us. Allah made us see someone in the cross, but he was not there. Who is the stupid in this story? So a Muslim is worried about what Jesus said in the cross, which is nothing but a quotation of Old Testament, but he's not worried about his God faking Jesus, cloning Jesus. And you know, when we ask a Muslim any question, he tries always to change the topic. When we say to them is that the Jews, they killed prophets, and who are they? If Jesus was saved, who are they, the prophets, the Jews they killed? Any Muslim can tell us? No answer. But they will go back and they will say to you, why Jesus said that statement in the cross? And it doesn't matter how many times you answer it and how many times you explain it, it still will repeat it again and again and again. Because you don't want to talk about the Quran. Any Muslim can tell us in chapter 5, verse number 70, who are they, the prophets, the Jews they killed? I mean, what's wrong with this Quran? The Quran mentions things, but there's no explanation, and there's no proof of it. And we do not know who. And those are prophets. You see, Allah, he have time to tell us about the ant and Sulaiman. Allah have time to tell us about the genies diving for Sulaiman. Allah have time to tell us about the 7 peoples, which is a funny story. Allah have time all the time. But God's prophets was killed. Allah have no time to tell us who are they. Who is Israel? Allah did not tell us. Who is the Holy Spirit? Muslims do not know. They guess, and they guess it is Jibreel. The whole Quran never say who is the Holy Spirit. He have no time, but he have time to tell us about boogers and vagina, and the prophet is horny, and women they want to give themselves. He have time for that. The crucifixion of Jesus, all of it is in 2 lines in the Quran. Explain what happened. The story of the ant took you more than 20 verses, and the story of Jesus took you a verse. The story of the she camel who gave birth and who she is born from a rock took you more than 20 verses, and the story of Jesus took you a verse. Allah have no time. Christ is salvation, you might. Who is this guy? Oh, your mic is jumping, Papa. Be careful.
Hello to everyone. God bless you. As I said a week ago, was it? All Muslims are similarly as this guy. They present themselves like how to say it, peaceful, kind, blah, blah, blah. When you corner them, yeah, when you corner them, they are ready to take the gun out, yeah, and shoot you in the head because they don't have an answer. They don't have an answer. That's their defense. And then he was coming and saying, why is it only the how to say it, the Eli Elis Lama Sabachthani, yeah, the only saved in the mother tongue of Jesus Christ. First of all, we believe that Christ is the Word of God. What does that mean? That means that Jesus didn't have a limit of languages. He said, everyone who has ears, listen and understand. You know, listen and understand, everyone that has ears. Either it was Roman soldiers, or Jew soldiers, or peasants, slaves, or anyone. Either they were Galileans or whatever, yeah, they could listen and understand. As he was saying Ephatha to people when he was giving hearing and voice, and he was giving sight to the blind people and arms to people that they didn't have arms. Similarly, he was having the same with the language. No limit language. Everyone could listen and understand him. That's why there were Greek people there and they were asking him questions. They were Jews there and they were asking him questions. Galileans asking him questions. How many languages should he speak? Yeah, because they don't understand. Let's take it for instance. Yeah, not very far away from here, India, 1 billion people. Okay, every province has its own language. Every province has its own language. Well, in that particular area where Jerusalem was, every, let's say, province has its own language. Greek with Hebrew, Aramaic with Hebrew, Hebrew with Greek. I don't know, put it anything, yeah, Latin or anything. You choose it. Well, it's not difficult to understand when he was saying listen and understand everyone that have ears. It's so easy to understand it. So there was no mother tongue for Jesus Christ. He is the Word. He can speak every language because there is no language limit for God. Not like Mohammedans. There is limit of Arabic language and they don't want to go anywhere else because they cannot go anywhere else. It is their limit. They can go until there. They cannot go further. They cannot look further. They don't have a real God. How to say it? There's no other words. There is no other words to say it. They don't have a real. This God never spoke to Muhammad, never presented himself to Muhammad. So they have stuck with a language that no one understands, only a few. The Quranic text itself, no people understand it. It's so deep. It's not only difficult, it's not difficult. It is not a language to understand by human nature or by any nature, because it's not written correctly. Many of those alleged manuscripts are written either very early or very late. What of religion do you have? You don't even know what you have, Muslims. Allah is God. Quran is God. He will become a human or will take a human nature or something like that and will tell to Allah how many sins you have done or you haven't done, how many times you have recited the Quran or how many times you didn't recite, something like that. What else you have as a God? The black stone will become also the same thing like the word of God that you have. What else they have? So they have Aluza, Manat, and then they say they are not polytheists. They are the true polytheists. They are doing the same thing that the polytheists are doing. Circling the Kaaba, kissing the black stone, going up and down the two mountains. Pagan practices, justified with a closed monotheistic religion. Come on. And you talk about Christ. You don't even know Christ. Can you talk about Christ? That is what I wanted to say. Thank you very much. Maybe thank you a lot.
All right. Well, you know, the whole point of Muslims asking questions is not to really ask a question. The same question this guy, he asked me 1,000 times. But he will ask the same question when he come next week. The whole point is he don't want you to talk about his prophet and to question how stupid he is. As simple as that. So the purpose of those questions the Muslims they ask, not because they are looking for answers, because they heard the answer of the questions over and over and over, but they are trying to make you stay away from Islam. Biban, your mic.
Hello, guys, can you listen me? Hello. Okay, guys. First of all, I would like to tell that Abdul was saying something about I mean in English, Father why I could me. It is the something idea about the prophecy of coming Messiah, who will cry, Lord, why I have forsaken me. So first of all, hello. Hear me now? Yeah, okay. First of all, I would like to refer to that Abdul. Was saying something about that Jesus God. He was saying something like, Lord, why have you forsaken me? This is about the prophecy in the Old Testament where Jesus, where the coming Messiah would say these words. This point is refuted by the Abdul. Yes, Isaiah. It is written somewhere in Isaiah. I don't remember now, but you can find it in the book of Isaiah. I am sure it is written somewhere in Isaiah. And there is also lots of prophecy written about Jesus, like he will be called Wonderful God, Mighty Father, Prince of Peace, and whatnot. Second of all, Jesus also said that all that Father has is mine. Now wait a minute. Who is this Father? This Father is God. Okay? So everything that Father has, what does Father has? Father has heaven. Father wants everything in this world, hereafter. So everything that Father has, also Jesus does have. So what does that make Jesus? He's God. Jesus can forgive sins. Who can forgive sins? The Father, the God. Right? Second of all, Jesus said before Abraham was born, I am. How can Jesus be there? If he was just a human, how can be there before Abraham? Right? It was around 1,000 years after the Jesus was born, right? So how can Jesus be there even before Abraham was born? If he was just a simple human, that doesn't make sense, right? I am the great for I am Yahweh, but Muslims say that I am just meant that just I am not the sense of Yahweh. But even that is the case, then that doesn't make any sense. Second of all, how can Jesus raise the dead? And when I look at Jesus say that I can lay down my life whenever I wish, and it is up to me and whatnot. He said lots of things which should contradict as a prophet. He had many power. He had power to forgive sins. He raised life. Uh, he also said that you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of God. Now, which prophet sit at the right hand of God? This doesn't make any sense. And if you also read the chapters in Revelations where Jesus said, "I'm the Alpha and the Omega." Alpha and the Omega means first and the last. Now, does this sound like a normal human thing to you? No, it doesn't, according to me. This only means that he is truly the Son of God. So there, as you can see, so there is lots of verses where you can see that Jesus did claim to be God. He also said that he didn't came to be served, but he came to serve. So yeah, you can see that Jesus is also human, also God. If you read the Gospel of John, you can completely understand his true nature. And if you read the book of Genesis, when he did create human, he did say that we will let us create man in our image. Now, our means plural, right? So there was someone else in the Quran who did wanted to create human. So there you go. There in Old Testament also there is duality, which means Trinity, according to the New Testament. So Old Testament and New Testament does connect together. So according to me, yes, Jesus is God, the Son of God, and Holy Spirit is also God. So there is unity in God, and it is only one God, not three gods. So yeah, it all makes sense if you read the Bible correctly. The mic is yours, CP. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Well, you know, the Bible is not a phrase you take and you place wherever you want. It's a book. So if you want to quote Jesus, quote what Jesus said. Quote when he said, "Me and the Father is one. Whoever saw me, he saw the Father." Quote him forgiving sin. Quote him ordering death. Quote him making people see after they used to be blind. Quote him. Quote everything about him, and then you will know Jesus. But you don't say a sentence Jesus said, and then you try to explain who is Jesus. Muslims are hypocrites. If we do the same about their prophet, they will say upset. They will say, no, you cannot do that. You should say what he said. All of it, not only this. Read 5 verses before and 5 verses after. Why you don't do the same? In which authority, Jesus even, he says to them, "It's been said to you, but I say to you." That is not an authority of a prophet. Do we have any Muslim here? Muslims are like kids. You have to play with them. Who is a Muslim want to tell us who is the name of Jacob, where it's coming from? We want to continue because we have more things to say. Jacob, who want to tell us? Who gave Jacob the name of Israel? And where we can find in the Quran that Jacob is Israel? Any Muslim? From those who are listening in YouTube, maybe. My friend, listen carefully. When a Muslim, he says to you, Jesus is just a man. He is just a prophet of God. Look at this Jesus. In their book, not Jesus in our book. Jesus in their book is born with no father. Jesus in their book, he spoke when he's in the cradle. Jesus in their book, he is holy, chapter 19 verse 19. In their book, Jesus, he can tell you what you hide in your house. He can make the blind see. He can heal the leper. He can raise people from death. He can create from the mother bird. In their book, Jesus never died. In their book, Jesus in heaven. In their book, Jesus, he is the one who will come back and he will be victorious against the Antichrist. And all of this is about Jesus, who is the man, normal man. So what the greatest prophet did, Muhammad, he was having sex and busy with sex and with the children. Reason the Messiah is and what he did in his lifetime. And look what Muhammad did in his lifetime. While the Messiah was resurrecting people from death, healing the sick ones, Muhammad was busy having sex with the children, making verses about God giving him women, unlimited number. While Jesus, he was feeding thousands from nothing, Muhammad was asking people to feed him, to pay him. How in the world, like a Muslim, he forgot all those things about Jesus, and he remember that Jesus said, Ili ili lama shabaktani. This is the only problem you have? And you know what? When the Muslim admit that the Messiah will come and he will be victorious against the Antichrist. Question: Christ is an Antichrist, not anti-Allah. Any Muslim can tell us? Christ is just a prophet, supposedly, right? So why the Shaitan, he will be Antichrist? He is just a prophet. Allah, he sent 124,000 prophets. Shaitan want to be only Antichrist? No, there's no Mahdi. Mahdi is a lie, my friend. When you say the Mahdi is an Antichrist, meaning you believe in the Mahdi. There's no such a thing. This guy, he was one of the descendants of Muhammad, and he was killed by the Caliph and those stupid Shia. They are waiting for him to come back. He disappeared. Obviously, the soldiers of the Sultan, they kidnapped him, they killed him. And those stupid Muslims, they are waiting for him. Let them wait. Don't believe in any of the lies Muslims they come with. Mahdi and those things is all fabrication of the Muslims. And Abdul. And do you know what the Muslim they fabricate about Al-Mahdi? Al-Mahdi, they claim that his mother, her name is Maryam. And he is born from the side of her leg. Like what? From the side of her leg. I'm so glad she did not give birth to him from her nose. Why? Because he is Al-Mahdi, and there's no way Allah will allow him to get his mother to give birth to him from her vagina. She gave birth to him from the side of her leg. You know, all of Islamic stories is nothing but fictions, and amazingly, you know, why the Muslim don't make fun of you when you believe that Mary, she was a virgin? Have you ever heard of a Muslim question Mary to be virgin? Never. Why? Is that because it's logical? Is that because it's convincing? No. There's no logic. Based on the story of Islam, there's no logic. Why Mary, she will give birth as a virgin? Doesn't make sense. All the prophets before Muhammad, including Muhammad, they are born from a woman and a man. Why Jesus? Any Muslim can tell us why Jesus? What the problem here? If you want to say to me it's a miracle, okay, I understand it's a miracle, but what's the point of this miracle? Nobody can prove this miracle. I can say, my mother, she can say, she gave birth to me when she was a virgin. Who can prove it or disapprove it? So what's the point of this miracle? Unless there is something behind the story that this person is not from this earth. He is not like us. Otherwise, anyone explain to us why. Why only Jesus? The Muslim, they say to you, the Quran says that the similarity of Adam is the same as Jesus. But that's stupid, because the Quran confirmed that Adam was created from mud. And then Allah, He breathed into the mud. And Abdul? And you notice this guy, you know, the Shia, by the way, they practice taqiyya a lot more than the Muslim Sunni. All the hadith I showed him about Ali saying this and that, do you see the answer? He never answered. He jumped right away. He don't want to talk about it. All the stupid things that Ali he said, he have no comment about it. He is only worried about Jesus said, Ili, Ili. By the way, I hope you guys learn how to protect yourself when you have sexual activities with your wife. Because, you know, remember, Ali is the teacher here. All right? Like, if you don't want to have a son, he is poor, don't ever make you and your wife exposed to the sun when you have sex. Because if you do so, you will become poor, and then they will make you like me. Imagine. God forbid, you don't want to be like me. However, if you want to have a baby, you want to have boys. Anyone remember what you do if to have boys? If you don't want to have girls, anyone remember how to do it? How? You have to place your hand, the right hand, in the front of her when you are behind her, when you are having sex, and you put your fingers in her belly button. And then you say, may Allah make him call him Muhammad. And then he will be a boy. And then the guy, he have 7 boys. 7. What do you want more? I should not actually share with you those secrets, because I should charge you for it. And Abdul, look at this story. This is a story reported from Al-Hassan. Once Al-Hassan, he was eating. This is the family of Muhammad. He was eating, and then a lotus fell down in the food. So he grabbed that insect and he opened the wings. Now, do you know, anyone knows what it says in the wing? Guess. Let us see what those, we have names waiting, and we will continue. Eddie, you're mine.
Okay, thank you, CP. Yeah, now, if I remember right, or is this a different sect of Islam, but doesn't the man, the first one who ever discharges first, determine the sex of the baby? Mic free.
Hi, everybody. Christian Price. You should talk about Judaism because you are not Muslim. And you want me to report you? Do you?
She want to report me? I should not talk about Islam. She want to report me? Oh, please don't. Please. Come on. Don't do that. I will pay you. Don't hold on. Why you want to report me? You report me to who? Huh? Draga, you want to report me to who? Take the mic, tell me. You want to report me to who? What's your problem? Go ahead.
What's your problem? You should see a psychiatrist. Do not talk about somebody else's religion because you don't have one. And I think you are just, I don't want to be rude. No, it's a, you guys can say whatever you want, but it's not nice. I make point